Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 14 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 17 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him.
Well, he tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Closed guard. Trying to guard pass here. Not. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's a tech armbar now.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
to lift him and slam him out of that armbar, go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Now into his mount.
Just over 2 minutes, round one. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. All right, side control now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
He's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Oh, wow, oh! Now he falls back into the
and there's the
position.
horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. High volume of strikes landed in the previous round.
High volume of strikes landed. He was able to be accurate, but also very, very active in his approach to the start of this fight.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side pull. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted. Yeah, he's in half guard here.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound with very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. The ground and pound has been there all night.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. Oh, he's got a choke. There it is. Oh, he might have got him with the choke.
Under a minute now to go in the round. He's having his way with him here. Back mount now.
He's gonna start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, are you ready? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, knee to the body.
What a takedown. Oh,
And this
nice.
might just be a matter of time. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, he's got every choke in the book trying to set one up here. Then he's out. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Once again, working on a choke.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weights
And
to
this
the
might
opponent.
just be a matter of time. Wow. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotines. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's gonna try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Oh!
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours. punch.
Beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here in a minute. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. Attack an armbar.
Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got to recognize this. Now he falls back into the finishing position. He got it. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. It's a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, the baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion of the world, a title that every heavyweight wants. He has it after the win by submission here tonight. He leaned on the grappling, and he got the job done in a big way.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
And still the baddest man on the planet. I know you haven't retired yet, but I don't necessarily want to see you share the octagon with that monster.
I mean, this dude is a savage. There is prestige in being called the UFC heavyweight champion. He remains that. He is the